Which cycles should I buy if I'm just starting out? This is a question which is on the minds of most of the beginners. But over here, I'll not answer this question directly, but in turn, I'll try and educate you on a few things that I learned, and these things will help you make the correct choice based on your needs. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. This video is more of a cycle buying guide, and over here I'll tell you more about the main types of cycles and their features. So to keep the video understandable, I've broadly categorized the cycles into three types: road cycles, mountain cycles, and hybrid cycles. From a layman's perspective, these three types of cycles are the most commonly sold cycles, and beginners have the maximum doubts over here. First, let's talk about road bicycles. Now, road bicycles are designed for fast riding. They are designed keeping in mind two factors. First is to keep the weight light, and second is aerodynamics. As a result of these two factors, road bicycles are able to achieve high speeds on smooth, straight roads. When it comes to the material used for constructing a road bike, then in 99% of the cases, it is either aluminium or carbon fiber. These two materials keep the weight of the bicycle on the lighter side. From a comparison perspective, carbon fiber is more durable and lighter than aluminium. As a result, carbon fiber bikes are more expensive. Because of these two materials, the average weight of a road bike ranges from 7 to 10 kgs. If you look at the handle of a road bike, then in majority of the cases, it is curled. Because of this, the riding posture is aggressive. An aggressive riding posture is one where the upper body bends to create an angle of about 30 to 45 degrees with the ground. This aggressive posture contributes to aerodynamics. On the other hand, road bicycles have thin tires and no suspension. Road bikes are meant for riding on smooth, straight roads. Because of this, you cannot or should not ride road bikes on tough, mountainous terrains. If I talk about the average speed, then road bikes have a speed which is on the higher side, which is from 25 to 35 kilometers per hour. Road bikes are able to achieve such high speeds because of light frame weight, thin tires, no suspension, and aerodynamics. Road bikes are recommended for those who have been riding for some time, they have experience and they want to achieve higher speeds. The price of a good quality road bike starts at Rs 20,000 in India. The second kind of bicycle is the MTB or mountain bike. Now, MTBs or mountain bikes can be compared to SUVs because their look is a little bulky and their tires are thick and rugged for better grip. MTBs are meant for riding on tough hilly terrains or rough unpaved roads. MTBs or mountain bikes are heavier as compared to road bikes, and in majority of the cases they are constructed of aluminium, and in some cases you may even find MTBs made up of carbon fiber. The average weight of an MTB ranges from 10 to 15 kgs. Almost all MTBs have thick, rugged tires to handle tough terrains. And when it comes to the suspension system, there are two kinds of MTBs. MTBs with front suspension are called hardtail MTBs, and MTBs with the front and back suspension are called full suspension bikes. Generally, all MTBs have a straight handle, which means that the riding posture is not aggressive. So while riding, the upper body bends up to a point where it forms an angle of about 45 degrees to 60 degrees with the ground. You can ride MTBs on tough terrains, unpaved roads, or even smooth, straight roads. The average speed of an MTB ranges from 15 to 20 kilometers per hour, and it can even go beyond that. Beginners can buy MTBs if they want to ride on tough terrains and smooth, straight roads. The price of a good quality MTBs starts from Rs 10,000 in India. Another commonly bought MTB is the fat bike. But why is it called the fat bike? That's majorly because the fat bikes have very thick tires. Because of these thick tires, fat bikes are heavier as compared to standard MTBs, and they're harder to pedal as well. Fat bikes are designed for riding on sand, snow, muddy terrains, but you can also ride them on normal, smooth, straight roads with a little more effort as compared to standard MTBs. The third kind of bicycle is the hybrid bicycle, which is a cross between road bicycles and MTBs, which means that you'll find the features of both road bikes and MTBs in a hybrid bicycle. Just like MTBs, hybrid bikes are made up of aluminium, and because of the material, the average weight of a hybrid bicycle lies in the range of 10 to 12 kgs. When it comes to the tires, then hybrid bicycles have tires which are thicker than those of the road bikes, but thinner than the tires of the MTBs, but they are grippy in nature. Hybrid bicycles have a straight handle, which again means that the riding posture is not aggressive. So while riding, the upper body bends up to a point where it forms an angle of about 45 degrees to 60 degrees with the ground, same as that of MTBs. And in majority of the cases, hybrid bicycles come with the front suspension. But just in case if the hybrid bicycle is constructed to achieve more speed, then it does not come with a front suspension. Hybrid bicycles are kind of all-rounders, which means that you can ride them on smooth straight roads and moderately rough terrains, and they are lighter as compared to MTBs. The average speed of a hybrid bicycle ranges from 18 to 25 km per hour on a smooth straight road. Just like MTBs, beginners can go for hybrid bicycles if they want to ride on all kinds of terrains. So these are the three main types of cycles. Beginners can focus on buying MTBs or hybrid bikes if they're just starting out, and experienced cyclists can go for road bikes if they're looking to achieve higher speeds. If you're planning to buy a new bike, then you can go for brands like B-Twin, Firefox, Montra, or brands in the same league. Just make sure these companies provide good after-sales service. So that was today's video on the types of cycles. If you like the video, then don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Till then, keep watching Melt Your Cheese, and I'll see you in the next video.